Hello, beautiful souls. I keep redoing these videos. I'm going to put this video ahead of the one that I made that I had planned to put up first. I am out in nature swimming, sunbathing on a rock. This is the water by me. It's where I do my ceremony and hang out and get to know the spirits of the land. I'm going to cover this with my hat without covering it. I guess that's not possible. I'm trying to keep it cool. So anyways, I wanted to say, still, I teach deep things, but this is a vlog, and I'm sharing my enlightenment story, or my story of my family line, and the Grail, and the stuff that happened to me. And I started this as a vlog to heal from, evil mystery school bullshit, or magic shit, or people that thought they were X-Men and God. So I wanted to make it clear that, you guys watch all this stuff on TV, but when it comes to actually being real, nobody wants to digest it for real, and there's more and more esoteric, whatever you want to call it, stuff happening in the world, and these mystery schools and everything are reaching out to so many people because they're losing their own. It's a war, guys, and, I'll just say the left and the right has their left and right, and there isn't. The truth is the center. The true X-Men is having the center, is knowing who you are and what you are and how you want to walk that out. So I was saying in the last 3 videos or 4 I made, trying to say, I don't want to come across as a kook. I've gone through that, believe me. When you find that fantasy is now your reality and no longer just a story, even if you believed in that since you were a kid and experienced a lot of esoteric stuff, you still fall apart, especially if you're being initiated and someone's wiping you and trying to make you dissolve your ego and not have any conscience anymore, and the stuff the dark side does, whatever. Someone watched too much Star Wars, So I want to make it clear that, yes, people have tried to destroy me. People have prophesied over me. All this weird stuff has gone on since I was a child. And when you grow up around abuse, you don't question narcissism. You don't realize how deep it is until you begin to purge it out of yourself. And you never see the atrocities of abuse until you grow up and have yourself heal from it. And I was healing from my childhood abuse with and in very abusive cult situations with, psychopaths and stuff like that. And so while I was having my Kundalini breaking down, these people want to kind of take a shot of you in your worst state and present it to the whole world, and say, in a court of law, I could prove you were the lunatic. Yeah, but you know what? I don't care about that. And sooner or later, people are going to be exposed or not exist anymore because their storyline's a lie. And I explain that in the next video, kind of long one, near an hour. I also want to make it clear that besides these 3 or 4 different cults, 5 cults, I had 2, 3 orders ask me to join them. I had lineage in multiple orders of mystery schools and lines. I never agreed with them. I never liked who and what they were. I never liked any of the channeling of the books I read on it. And I was part of it before my uncle, genealogist in our family line, who found out we are, definitely, in many ways. So I have the proof, physical, spiritual, mental, gone through all these things. This is Christ consciousness. The Grail is for everybody. It's not just for certain bloodlines. Just certain bloodlines carry certain abilities. And in these end times of this part of the game, not the world, not existence, the end parts of this part of this generation, they have to be dissolved, and part of that is getting rid of the old order, and I explain how that's happening in my next video. I also talked about, different Masonic, way up to a very highly decorated man in the military order, how they had come after me and trying to say things like, oh, do you know so-and-so, are they really a light worker? Or, you know, they were looking for soul essence. These people are looking for soul essence. They don't care how they get it. They don't care if they ruin you. They don't care if you die. They don't care if you flip sides, as long as they get what they want out of you. So the military probably came in 3 or 4 different spaces within the Masonic order, which is very tied into the high up there military too, the dark end, you know, of that. And I talk about my next video where the kind of darkness of that whole line is and how it's fake and it's not real. So I kind of, all the things I've talked about before, I've always talked about how it isn't real, because it isn't. It's for everyone. Everybody is that. There's no separation. The duality is there in the storyline and needs to end. But nonetheless, genetic abilities are real things, you know. The physical issues I have are real, and my abilities are real. It's why they were sought after, you know. And so anyways, everyone's down to watching the shit on TV, but when it really happens in real life, they'll fall apart. You know, they'll fall to pieces. So it's why the earth is getting so hyper spiritual, because they're gearing up to get ready for the new reality of the next generation that is truly going to exist in human form within us, because we're the bridge between heaven and earth. We're that rainbow bridge that I explain in the next video. The elite has used that terminology, the elite archons, to fuck everything up. So it's not a new level of cray-cray, you know. Opening up and talking about this stuff has been really hard for me. It's ruined my whole life, right? Which isn't a ruin, of course, because I'm the redeemer of that. So it's been the opener and the bitch, basically, that's given me, sorry, I'm a little crass, that's given me the surety of my abilities and who I am and what our family line is, and now not to be scared of what I work with and what I do and how I do it. So, yeah, in every circle, I've always been the one out. I've always been the other in the family, everywhere I go. And so now I see how being the other is a blessing, and I'm glad to be that. If I meet others like me that aren't trying to be nefarious or screwed up or being love light BSers, which I see as all the same side, and they're in Switzerland and they're in their middle, and they know that that's important for the Grail line. That's the true Grail line, is to have all your abilities on and not and be in the light or dark, but to be in your center and true to yourself. That's going to take time and evolution for a lot of people. But I just wanted to say, you know, it's not another level of crazy. You know, you people who find my thing new, I may put up old vloggy videos about, you know, when I was more unstable and I was trying to figure all this crazy stuff out, and I was channeling at the same time. So I'll put some of those older videos back up. You know, I thought everything here, that these people were just vampires and werewolves and people that shapeshift and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's all real, but it's also all attached to the same archonic, love light, rainbow, deep fake, archonic shit. So I have a very different take than other people, and I've recently only found another sister who thinks like me and channels from Thoth and from the Grail lines, and it is part of that, and she understands what a Dakini is, which I relate more to Dakini than the whole Pleiadian story, though it's really not separate from us or the Grail or Middle Earth or any of that. So it's just different energies. And they are all together in one, and should be. So I just wanted to get this video out before I put the other out. So I look really tired because I'm not sleeping. I go through insomnia in the summer, and also getting in touch with other people and going out again, and, you know, having my Kundalini sucked up again, fricked with again to help somebody else who was sick, and then they turned around and did the same stuff again because that's who they want to believe they are, which is a lie. But yeah, you know, just letting certain people back in my life, certain people touch me, or I've explained in videos how people in this cult go around touching people and taking life force or leaving curses or things on them. And my ex purposely got me to hug them so that that could happen to me, and he could be higher up on the food chain than me, higher up on the electricity, which isn't a possibility because he can't heal himself, so he doesn't have that ability. And he's not the unicorn he says he is. And yeah, everyone can fear you, but that's because you're a fearmonger and you create fear and you like fear and you live in fear and darkness. And I met him when he was nothing but a little scared little prick boy, you know, out of the gang. So yeah, no pity. Like my higher self and me, we don't have pity for the bullshit storylines. Human beings, yes, we take care of them. We bow to them way beneath ourselves to help them. We lift them up. We do things all the time. But mostly now we stay by ourselves so we can heal because this stuff keeps happening. So, like I said, just watch the other video, explains a ton more, and I'll be putting other ones back up depending on how many people like this. I'll also, as I said in the other video, be adding in my own personal archetype tarot cards and doing readings with them. I've used tarot for a real long time. I have beautiful decks, but my ones that speak to me most are all the oracles because I channel, you know, and then the tarot I can do, but I find like especially Hermetic tarot or Mystery School, I can't work with them. Like I can work better with the dark tarot than I can with those lighter school Shem Angel stuffs that was created like the Kabbalah. Nothing against the sun, you know, and sun deity and entities, but we're all one, and I can't just work with one thing. I have to work with what works with me. So I'll be adding those things in too. So if people see other stuff on my channel, you know, good. If they don't, it's a vlog. I'm not looking for a lot. I said eventually I will put up something where people could leave money. I have a Cash App. Venmo doesn't work for me for some reason no more. But I'm not in a hurry to do that either, so I don't know how long it'll take. So thank you for your time, and thank you ahead of time if you watch the other video or any other videos, because I know they're long. But I'm going to go back to the baptismal and swimming. Thank you.